So from the Hungary race, there's this radio clip, and I'll set this up on the next episode so I can have like the computer and all that, so I can bring up clips and stuff. But there's this fucking clip of Lance Stroll after qualifying. He goes, "Big points in the bag." And the only other young guys on the grid don't talk like that. You know, Lando might say that. Lando might say that as like a fucking, to be funny or like as a meme. But you know, he's not a he's not a bro like that. Like you know, like that is some shit a kid from SoCal would say. Big points in the bag. Big points in the bag, fool. I was fucking dying. So Lance Stroll, you know, I briefly mentioned this in the last episode, and race fans, you already know this shit, but Lance Stroll, his dad, Lawrence, you know, kind of bought it, you know, Lance's way into Formula One, which again, you know, you still got to do the job. So it doesn't take anything away from him as a driver. So, you know, when I say that, I'm not trying to be sort of scathing or bitter. I'm just saying, you know, daddy gave him some help. So here is the fucking craziest shit happening right the fuck now. All right. So here's the deal. Ferrari got a little spanking. Okay. I mentioned this before. And if you don't know, they got a little spanking on the ass. Just a little fucking FIA caught him. Hey. Bad boy. You can't have dual ERS system in your motor. Bad boy. So not only do they get in trouble for having some you know, they had a finesse system in the Ferrari cars last year. They had a little extra sauce in there. And they got in trouble because the shit was illegal. You know, whatever rules they broke, it's still been a secret to my knowledge. They got in trouble, so they had to rip that shit out. So now the Ferrari, it plugs, dude. This thing is a butt plug, and God bless Charles Leclerc for making that car work. But the Ferrari is not. It's not dominating like it was last season. You know. Last season, that Ferrari was fierce. This season, not at all. And Red Bull, their car is giving them issues. You know, there's a lot of drama around that. You know, neither Max or, you know, Max had a good race last race, but you know, him and Alex are struggling with the car. So why does any of this shit matter, and what does this have to do with Lance Stroll? So Racing Point, the pink car, and everyone calls it the pink Mercedes because it's literally that. They use a Mercedes engine. And Racing Point was kind of whatever up until this year. You know, they seemed to be getting better. You know, it's not like they were terrible. But their car this year, it looks like a carbon copy of Mercedes' car last year, right? And so Renault, you know, they want the car investigated because they think they're getting a little sauce from Mercedes. And Racing Point, you know, they're saying, nah, bro, we're good. It's all legit. We bought what was legal from Mercedes, and then we replicated the parts in-house, and we got plans and design for it and this and that. Here's what's crazy. Now, the Racing Point, you know, Lance Stroll, fucking he qualified. What was it? Was it third? Let me get back. Let me check real quick. Hold on now. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Come on now. Come on, man. My dude, iPhone, trash. I don't care what anybody says. iPhone, trash. Trash. All right, Hungary. Lance in the Racing Point. Big points in the bag. Yeah, our boy qualifies third. And his teammate, Sergio Perez, fourth. And this is behind the two Mercedes cars. You know, our boy Hamilton and Buttass. Oh man, I'd be fucking with Valtteri, man. I hope I never see him in person, bro. So you know, understandably, people are upset. They're like, this motherfucker. They bought the same engine and now they copied the car, and now they're fucking kicking our ass. This is bullshit. You know, typically the whole philosophy of, well, why don't you just copy the other team? That can't happen because the other team, Mercedes, has more fucking money. And they seem to just, you know, have more in the way of testing and engineering that just, it can't be beat. So if you're a midfield team or even a new team, you can't just come in and copy shit because it's too expensive. But somehow it seems like Racing Point figured it out. Now here's what makes it fucking sexy and scary is that modifications to the cars certain parts are being frozen for the next season. So it's like the car you have this season is the one you're going to have basically next season. So now Racing Point has pulled out of their ass a fucking competing car, a championship run car out of fucking nowhere. And it's coming at a time where Ferrari got the spank. And if Ferrari can't figure it out, that means the Ferrari car is frozen this year and next year, being a little butt plug. A 2-setting butt plug. That shit is not, it's just not what it was. And if Red Bull can't figure it out and make any massive changes, then the two guys that were competing with Mercedes are fucking, they're not there. So what do you have left? The only fucking cars that seem to do work is fucking McLaren and Racing Point. But Racing Point more so because they just fucking, they copied the winning car from last year. So already there, just on the car alone, you got a weird finessing situation where you might have a fucking Pepto-Bismol car as a championship running car out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. So that in and of itself is crazy, but then you have to look at the situation with the drivers. So Ferrari is kicking Vettel out, okay? And I know I say his name wrong. Some of you say I say his name wrong, but just bear with me, okay? Tell me how to say that shit in the comments properly.